Welcome back to my quarantine kitchen, where today we're doing something a little bit different. My wife has been out with the girls to take a very socially distanced walk. On her travels, she's come back and found some, well, what we initially thought was wild garlic, but we've since found out that it's not. It's something called 3 Cornered Leeks. Tastes very similar, but it's a little bit more peppery, but very, very beautiful. But you can tell the difference by looking at the stem. We've got 3 corners on them, they're nice and thin, and also on the flowers. All the flowers have got a green stripe along them. If they haven't got a green stripe, it's not 3 Cornered Leeks. But anyway, what else we're going to need for that is some normal olive oil and some basil oil, some parmesan, some garlic, lemon and salt. As I found out, I don't need pepper for this. So first of all, let's go and wash our hands. Nice and clean. So now that we've washed our hands, all that's left is to wash the leaves. So get a bowl of cold water, make sure that you trim all the brown bits, all the dead leaves off, and then clip all of the little flowers off just so that we can use them for garnish later. Now that we've trimmed off any dead leaves and all the flowers, we give it a really good mix in the water to make sure that everything is nice and clean. Then all that's left to do is to drain it off, take all the leaves out, give them a really good squeeze, and then pop them on a plate with some kitchen towel on there, just to make sure that we get rid of the residual water. Once the leaves are on the plate, fold them up inside the paper towel and give them a really good squeeze, just to get rid of the last little bit of that water. Now that we've dried our leaves, the next thing to do is start making the pesto. So what we have to do first of all is put 2 cloves of garlic into our pestle with a good pinch of salt. That acts as also seasoning, as a really good abrasive to help break down our garlic as we're pounding it into the bowl. Now that we've pounded our garlic into a nice paste, it's time to add we'll say wild garlic because I think the 3 Cornered Leek is a little bit harder to say, and we'll give it a really good pounding. I'd like to apologise for the jumpiness of this picture. I can either say that it was a mistake or that I decided to leave it this way so that you could get a real life feeling for what it was like to be using that pestle and mortar at that time. You decide which one you think is the truth. I've been grinding the leaves for about 10 minutes now. It's time to add a little bit of olive oil to it. Only a small bit at a time. Remember, we can add it but we can't take it away. So after you've thoroughly mixed in the olive oil, it's time to add in the lemon juice. Now that you've added the lemon juice, give it a really good mix to allow the acid from the lemon juice and the oil to emulsify to start creating that pesto sauce. Now that our sauce is starting to come together and be a recognisable pesto, it's time to add the parmesan. Not all at once, we need to gauge it for thickness and consistency. So now all that's left to do is just the fine tuning. So we're adding a little bit of extra olive oil, a bit of cheese, maybe a little bit of extra lemon juice, just to make sure that we got the balance correct. One thing that people don't do enough is taste. We need to taste all the way through these processes just to make sure that the seasoning is correct. As I say, there's no point adding too much salt or too much pepper until you know exactly what the product is going to taste like. So I thought we just need a little bit of extra cheese and give that a really, really good mix through again. As you see, the colour of our pesto is coming along beautifully now. So just the final couple of touches is the drizzle of that basil oil that we showed you earlier on. So after one last squeeze of lemon and a quick mix, final taste, and the pesto is made. Perfect. So whether we call this 3 Cornered Leek or wild garlic, pesto or pistou, it all looks rather lovely to me. So I hope you enjoyed that. I look forward to seeing you next time on my quarantine kitchen. But in the meantime, please like, subscribe and share. Thanks.